Flash Gordon was released in 1980. It starred Sam J. Jones as Flash Gordon and also starred Melody Anderson, Max von Sydow, Timothy Dalton, Brian Blessed and Topol. It was directed by Mike Hodges, who had previously done Get Carter, and produced by Dino De Laurentiis, whose recent previous releases included Death Wish and King Kong. The screenwriter was Lorenzo Semple Jr., who, interestingly enough, had also written the pilot and first few episodes of the Batman TV series. This becomes quite apparent with the look and feel of Flash, as it is very, very campy and almost a throwback to the 60s Batman TV series. Flash Gordon tells the story of Flash, a local football hero who meets Dale Arden whilst on a flight to destination unknown. After Earth is attacked by the evil Ming the Merciless, Flash and Dale's plane crash lands into Dr. Zarkov's laboratory. They're then forced by Zarkov to fly in his rocket to the planet Mongo, where they're promptly captured by Ming. With the help of Ming's daughter Aura, Flash manages to escape and they both head to the planet Arborea, where Aura's lover Prince Baron lives. Baron doesn't trust Flash, however, and forces him into a deadly ritual of his people. Flash manages to outwit Baron, but during his escape, both Flash and Baron are captured by the Hawkmen. The duo are taken to Sky City, home of both Prince Zoltan and the Hawkmen. Here, Flash and Baron must again fight each other to the death, this time in a deadly trial by combat. Flash instead saves Baron, who then decides to side with Gordon, along with Voltan, who helps both escape the evil clutches of Ming's henchmen. Flash, Baron and the Hawkmen lead a coordinated attack on Ming, and manage to defeat him by flying a rocket ship straight into Ming's palace, impaling Ming in the process with the front of the rocket. After all the action is over, everyone lives happily ever after, and the end titles tease a sequel, which, for better or worse, never appeared. The film was moderately successful in the UK and less so in the USA. It was nominated for both the Saturn and BAFTA award, and also a Golden Raspberry Award for Sam as Worst Actor.
Wake up! Dale, wait, we're okay. It's me, Flash, remember? We're on the ground.
This is quite interesting, as Sam actually had a falling out with Dino De Laurentiis and left the movie during post-production. A voiceover artist was then hired to redo some of Sam's dialogue, so it's hard to say who should be getting this Worst Actor award. Visually, I think the film looks great. It's a real throwback to the 40s serials, especially with the look and the feel of the rockets, the planets, and space scenes. The movie does look dated, but given that it was made in 1980, still holds up quite well. It has an awesome opening credits scene with the original Flash Gordon comic strip scenes appearing in the background, whilst the Queen song Flash plays over the top. The film does look a little washed out, however. There's so many beautiful colours in this film that it would be really nice to see a version where these colours really pop out more. The acting is pretty bad by the two main characters, Sam J. Jones and Melody Anderson.
And then drop me and I'll kiss the ground.
Be sure you're okay?
I'm fine, but that's it. No more flying.
Both had recently got into acting, and it really shows. The supporting actors look like they have a load of fun. Max von Sydow chews up his scenes.
It's what they call tears. It's a sign of their weakness.
Brian Blessed, as always, with that awesome baritone voice of his, steals the show.
You know Ming's law, Baron. Outside his own kingdom, the hunter becomes the hunter.
And Timothy Dalton does a good job as well.
Where you go, I follow.
The soundtrack is very 80s influenced. Some of it sounding a bit Blade Runner-esque actually, but other parts of it sounding just awesome. Obviously Queen do the title track Flash. They also do the synth or the non-orchestral parts of the soundtrack, and it's a serviceable job. Overall, I find this movie really enjoyable to watch. The acting is definitely forgettable along with the dialogue, but I really like the visual style, even as dated as it may look. Kicks off with the classic Queen anthem Flash, along with some great comic book artwork throughout the credits, and it generally holds your attention until the end. You're definitely going to be laughing at some of the acting skills, and definitely the dialogue, very, very cheesy, but that's all part of the fun. Kid-wise, it's pretty safe. Any action or violence in this film is fairly tame by today's standards. There's a bit of sexual innuendo that adults will definitely notice, but I don't think it's in your face so much as to be a concern for children, especially in this day and age of Netflix. If you've not seen Flash Gordon before, it's definitely worth a visit. If you've not seen it in a while, I suggest you revisit it.
No, son? No.
Check the angular vector of the moon.